Good day, everyone. Let us learn how to write an action and applied research. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my video. Before you formulate your own action research, let us learn what is Harmonized Regional Basic Education Research Agenda, the difference between applied and action research, and of course, the action research and applied research format. Harmonized Regional Basic Education Research Agenda. A Regional Memorandum 185 Series of 2020. This contextualized policy provides guidance in the conduct of basic education research to ensure its alignment with the DepEd's vision, mission, and goals, maximize existing resources, and set up platforms for the existing and use of results. The Harmonized Regional Basic Education Research Agenda has four themes to be followed. 1. Teaching and learning. 2. Child protection. 3. Human resource development. 4. Governance. And then we have three cross-cutting themes. 1. The gender and development. 2. Disaster risk reduction and development. And 3. Management and inclusive education. The Department of Education ensures that learning outcomes are achieved by maximizing the competencies of teachers and the potentials of all types of learners. This theme covers the actors, activities, and fundamental aspects of teaching and learning in various contexts. So, what are the topics that the teachers can come up for your action research and applied research? So for the teaching and learning, these are the topics. Learning delivery modalities, relevance of most essential competencies, teaching and learning resources, strategies for K to 3, student achievement and competencies, teachers' content knowledge. So from that topics, you can now start with your own action research and applied research. There are many topics under the teaching and learning themes. Another topics for your action research and applied research are student attitude towards assessment, teaching reading and numeracy, values, behaviors, career paths or tracks and goals, personality traits. Another topics under the teaching and learning themes for your action research and applied research, these are affective and psychological traits, self-efficacy, ICT applications, school-home linkage, K-12 graduates, inclusive education programs. Another topics for your action and applied research. These are the alternative learning system or ALS, contextualizing learning strategies and modalities, culture, arts, and literature, 21st century skills, MTB, MTLE, flexible learning options, spiral progression assessment. More topics under the teaching and learning themes. These are test construction, environmental awareness, climate change adaptation and mitigation, student retention, transition, and gender sensitivity. For the child protection themes, the Department of Education learner-centered approach recognizes that a child's condition can significantly affect the achievement of learning outcomes. While the DepEd may not have the direct mandate and resources to address many of the social, economic, and personal issues of learners. It is committed to ensuring their well-being, particularly in situations where harm can occur in school or disrupt their studies. So what are the topics for your action research and applied research under the child protection? So these are mental health, data privacy and protection, prevalence, teenage pregnancy, bullying. Another topics for the child protection teams, these are drugs, child labor, gambling, HIV or AIDS, and reproductive health. For the human resource development teams, as DepEd is the nation's largest bureaucracy, various strategies must be developed to nurture the vast human capital involved in delivering basic education. Research questions will delve into three sub-themes. 1. Teaching and non-teaching qualifications and hiring. 2. Career development. 3. Employees' welfare. So what are the topics for the HRD or Human Resource Development for your action research and applied research? These are professional development of teachers or school heads for multiple learning delivery modalities, mental health, teaching and non-teaching qualifications and hiring, career development, employees' welfare. Another topics for your action research and applied research under the human resource development teams. These are performance appraisal system, mentoring support, values orientation, research attitude, upskilling and reskilling of teachers, gender and development. The governance team. The research agenda, which covers planning, finance, program management, transparency and accountability, and evaluation, underscores DepEd commitment to ensure that its structure, system, and processes contribute to the achievement of the basic education outcomes. So the topics for your action research and applied research under the governance teams are managing schools in the new normal, data management, finance, crisis leadership, internal systems and processes. Another topics under the governance team for your action research and applied research, these are innovative programs, program monitoring and evaluation, alternative work arrangement, program sustainability, transparency and accountability. More topics for your action research and applied research under the governance. These are evaluation, customer satisfaction, waste management, parental engagement, safety and health management systems. More topics under the governance for your action research and applied research. These are stakeholders partnership and engagement, procurement, impact assessment, quality assurance systems, policy and legislation studies, equipment and infrastructure, disaster risk reduction and management. What is research? According to Wikipedia, research is creative and systematic work undertaken to increase the stock of knowledge. It involves the collections, organization, and analysis of information to increase understanding of a topic or issue. A research project may be an expansion of past work in the field. In the Department of Education, there are two types of research. These are applied research and action research. Now, there is a wrong thought in writing action and applied research. Many teachers, master teachers, head teachers, and school heads think that they must write an action research. Dapat ba head teacher at master teacher ay gumawa ng action research? O si school head ba dapat gumawa ng isang action research? Dapat ba si teacher ay gumawa ng isang applied research? Now, let us learn the difference of using the action research and applied research. What is action research? It is an interactive inquiry process that balances problem-solving actions implemented in a collaborative context with a data-driven collaborative analysis or research to understand underlying causes, enabling future predictions about personnel and organizational change. When we say action research, the researchers are the teachers and master teachers. Bakit nga ba si teacher at master teacher ang dapat gumawa ng isang action research? Because tayo o ang teacher at master teacher ang frontliner sa mga estudyante. What is an applied research? An applied research, it is a methodology used to solve a specific practical issue affecting an individual or group. This scientific method of study and research is used in business, medicine, and education in order to find solutions that may improve health, solve scientific problems, or develop new technology. Who are the researcher or researchers to write an action and an applied research? Wrong thought in writing action and applied research. Many teachers, master teachers, head teachers, and school heads think that they must write an action research. Dapat ba head teacher at master teacher or school head ay gumawa ng isang action research? O dapat ba si teacher ay gumawa ng isang applied research? When we say action research, the researchers are the teachers and master teachers. Kasi tayo ang frontliner ng ating mga estudyante o sa isang classroom. When we say applied research, the researchers are school head, head teachers, and master teachers. Kasama pa din sa paggawa ng isang applied research si master teacher dahil katulong sila ng isang administrator. Are teachers allowed to write an applied research? The answer is yes. Pwede rin kayong gumawa ng isang applied research. Pero dapat makipag-collaborate kayo sa isang school head, head teacher, and master teacher. Remember, we are allowed to write an applied research maximum of 3 researchers. 2 to 3 researchers. So, po pwedeng isang school head at isang head teacher. Or di kaya, teacher, master teacher, and head teacher. What is the format for the action research? For the action research format, these are the title page, table of contents, context and rationale. Under this, we have the research questions, hypothesis if the study requires only, significance of the study, scope and limitations. We have also method. Under the method, we have type of research, respondents, sampling method, proposal, innovation or intervention or strategy, instrument or instruments, data collection procedure, ethical considerations, data analysis, work plan, cost estimates, plan for dissemination and utilization. We have also the references, appendices. Under this, you must include your instrument or instruments, consent and assent letters, declaration of anti-plagiarism and absence of conflict of interest, scanned copy of land bank ATM card, indicate the branch, account number, entry sample of specimen signature. Now, the scanned copy of land bank ATM card if you are applying for a BERP or Basic Education Research Fund. Kung hindi naman po kayo mag-a-apply ng research fund at dahil ito ay may deadline, you don't need to include for your scanned copy of land bank ATM card. Now, what is the format for an applied research? For the applied research format, same with the an-action research. It has a title page, table of contents, context, and rationale. Under this, we have the research questions, the hypothesis if the study requires only, significance of the study, scope, and limitations. For the method, for the applied research, ito po ang pagkakaiba nila ng isang applied research. Under the method, we have the type of research, respondents, sampling method, sources of data, instrument or instruments, data collection procedure, ethical considerations, data analysis, timetable and Gantt chart, cost estimates, plan for dissemination, and advocacy. So what is the format for your title page? For your title page, for your action and applied research, you must have a running head, all caps, short title in characters or less, meaning shortened of your research title. Then at the center is your research title, the name of the researcher or researchers, and from where the researcher is affiliated. For the footer, for your title page, kindly include the name of your school's division. For example, Schools Division of Bulacan. How to write for your context and rationale. For the context and rationale, these are the circumstances that form the setting for an event, statement, or idea, and in terms of which it can be fully understood and assessed. To guide you to write for your context and rationale, you must have the TIOC, or the trends, issues, objectives, and contributions of your research study. For your research question, it must be specific, measurable, presents a conjecture between and among variables. Remember this, before you write for your research question, you must have a standardized instrument for your research study, because what will be the indicator indicated to your research question must be seen in your research question. For your theoretical framework, it is a clear presentation of the theory which explains why the study exists. For your conceptual framework, it is an appropriate development of conceptual frame with reference to the problems of the study. Remember this, that your research title must be parallel to your research question, to your conceptual framework, to your research instrument, and to your related study and literature. For the significance of the study, it is a clear presentation of the significance of the study, its role in current contemporary and development, orderly identification of probable users of the research, specific ways on how the findings could be used. For example, you can include school administration, teachers, students, parents, future researcher or researchers. Then explain why these users or person will benefit from your study. For the scope and limitation, it is a sufficient limitation of the problem area in terms of content, time, place, and subjects of the investigation. For example, this study will focus on the 48 school heads and teachers of state, your school, and your school's division. The study will run from June 2020 to March 2021, school year 2020-2021. For the research method, for you to understand, please watch my video for the research method in my YouTube channel. For the sampling method, please watch my video in my YouTube channel for the sampling method. For your work plan, you can use this template or you can improve this template. We have the strategies, so program, activities, tasks, then we have the resources. Under this, you must include the materials that you use in your study, financial, the human or who are the persons involved, and the timeline. For the cost estimates, you can use this template or you can improve this template. We have the activities, item description or particulars, the quantity, unit, unit cost, and the total amount spent in your research study. For the plan for dissemination and utilization, you can use this template or you can improve this template. Objective or objectives, strategy, audience, resources, and timeline. For your references, use the APA 7th edition style. I hope na meron po kayong natutunan sa aking video. So again, the topic outlines are the Harmonized Regional Basic Education Research Agenda, the difference between applied and action research, and the action research and applied research format. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you never miss another video. Like and share. God bless us all.